I'd heard a lot of dabs have been caught, so I thought I'd give it a go down here. I suppose I'm an improver beach angler, by no means an expert, but actually filming is quite a good way to see where you need to improve. That's East Hastings Angling Club on the right hand side. Well, typical of the UK, I suppose. We've had glorious clear days. Now it's been about -2 for the fishing, and now it's misty and it's 10 degrees here in Hastings, so we'll go in search of the dab, see what we can find. The first thing I can see is there's a little bit of swelling here, a little bit choppy. For those of you that fish surf beaches, you probably think this is nothing, but with a fair old swelling there today. Just coming up the high tide, got about an hour before high. Right, let's bait up. I really do rate this reel, the Penn Surf Blaster. You can always have a look at our video here. The last one we did before this, actually. Little review of it. I just slacken off the spool and then bring it up that way with those clicks. Going to go for a 3-hook flapper. Use a little bit of a tag on there just to help the worm on. And that just helps the worm stay on a hook. Kind of. Some really simple presentation. I should really be tipping these with something. I think that works better with the dab. Give them a little bit of a tap and then maybe cut down on this worm size. Half of that'll do. Right, we'll get that one in and then we'll set up a second rod. Probably more of the same, another 3-hook flapper, I think. Just letting that braid settle a bit and then keeping that rod tip quite high. Just feeling the grip lead bite into the shingle. Should do us. Should do us. And then set it in a rod rest. Okay, cross your fingers. Let's hope some fish. I haven't had any decent flatfish for almost a year now. Got a little request actually. I would really like you to subscribe to these videos. Press the button underneath the video for subscribe. Well, as someone that's really sort of learning beach angling, I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible. There's probably more stuff I need, but I always keep the scales in there if I can, and a measuring tape, 2 snood lines there, baiting scissors. There's all the leads I need, and this is specifically for the day. So just for today's dab fishing, anything I need is in there. And then the only addition to that is I've got a measure and some pliers and stuff in the tackle box. But as you can see, nothing too complicated. I've got a little box of terminal tackle as well. So as you look at the 2 rods there, neither of these lines have got fish on them. With the difference being, you see the red one at the top left, bouncing about a little bit, and all that is the surf. Where the surf hits the braid, it's bouncing it around. It's easy for beginners to mistake that as having a fish on, whereas a fish on will look totally different to that when you get used to it. A lot of that movement is because of the thickness of the braid, I think. If I'd have had thinner diameter braid, it wouldn't be bouncing around like that. So that is one main difference. We're fishing this rod here, whereas this rod on the right, that's got the mono on it. Similar rig, similar weight. We're right directly onto the lead with those. Very small dab. Let's get him unhooked. Get him back in. If I've made any mistakes in here as well, wet hands. One of those fish might have been a flounder. I'm not very good at this fish, I do. Go on, mate. Well, the mussels liked it. Let's get this one back in. Another one. Ah, lovely. It's a nice little dab. But he is undersized, so we'll put him back. Wet hands. Nice. Alright, let's put that one back. There's always a washed up dogfish. I don't know, never know if those are a bycatch, probably. Always seem to see them washed up on the beach.